We do want to turn back to the breaking news out of Russia at this hour, where the president there, Vladimir Putin, just signed a decree that recognizes two breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine as independent states. Now, this is a move that Western allies have warned Putin could use as a pretext for an invasion of Ukraine. Joining me again now, NBC's Matt Bodner in Moscow. Matt, walk us through this. What does this recognition mean for Russia and for Ukraine?
Thank you, Aaron. Well, that's a big question now. So one of the immediate questions is what do we mean when we recognize the independence of Luhansk or Donetsk? The rebel authorities, the rebel groups, do not control the entire kind of official areas that you would consider that on the map, on Ukraine's map, are Donetsk and Luhansk. So there's a question there. Are they just recognizing the parts that the rebels currently control, or is this now a justification to push the Ukrainian military back from the line of contact to essentially the formal boundaries of this region proper? And I do just want to back up for a minute to the actual signing ceremony itself. This came at the end of a very long, fiery speech. We talked about it earlier this hour from Vladimir Putin. Something truly incredible to see from him. Unlike anything we've seen previously, I've been covering him for a long time now, rooted in historical grievances. I'm not really sure there's a more key takeaway from this speech than saying, you know, we have been kind of wondering when the case would be made to the Russian people for action in Ukraine. I think this speech was it. He goes through, he openly questions Ukrainian sovereignty, basically described it as a historical mistake that Russia's been taken advantage of over the past 30 years by the West. Grievance was laced throughout this speech, and it was really quite astonishing. And also, it's clear now that basically everything we saw today, to some extent, was choreographed. From the early reports this morning of a Ukrainian military incursion, or attempted incursion on Russia's borders proper, this led to statements made in the Security Council meeting that Vladimir Putin held earlier today. And now at the end of the speech, he stopped talking, it panned out to a room, and he was on one side of the room and the two separatist leaders in the other. This was all a big show. What he does now, we don't know, but he's made his case.